again, lovely student. In this session we'll be talking about your final practical. Don't get nervous. If you make a mistake, just start again. Just go through each step in your mind. Practice it. Record it on your phone to start with. Practice those 17 steps. And just record it and listen to it back over and over again until you get that flow happening and until you've memorised it, because those 17 steps will be the basis for all other hypnosis scripts that you come up with. One of the most important things, A, is rapport. And rapport begins from the moment you pick up the phone to your client. Allow them to feel welcomed, to feel safe, to feel supported. That is most important. If your client doesn't feel safe with you, they're not going to go into a deep trance. They're not going to hand themselves over to you, because this is a big, big step for most people. And for a lot of people, it'll be their first hypnosis experience, so you need to make it a good one. OH&S, when you lie your client down on your couch, you must make sure that their head and their neck are supported, that their feet are uncrossed, and if they're sitting in a chair and not lying on a couch, make sure their feet are flat on the ground. That way, if they slump forward, they won't fall off your chair. Make sure they loosen any tight clothing, that their hands aren't clasped like this, because their fingers will go numb after 30 minutes of being under hypnosis. And it also makes it difficult for you to do idiomotor techniques. And I'm sure you remember what they are, but just to refresh your memory, it's when we ask for a response from a client under hypnosis, usually by raising the index finger on the left or right hand, depending on which side you're sitting on. So if you're sitting on the left side, then get them to raise the index finger on their left hand. That way you can see it. Make sure their hands are above the blankets, and make sure they have a blanket, because as soon as you go under hypnosis, your body temperature drops, and even if it's a hot day, they will feel cold. And it's also a safety thing. People feel, snug as a bug in a rug. That is literal. So just use a blanket that's not scratchy, that's a little bit soft and fluffy, that feels nice for them, and make sure their hands are on the top of the blanket so that you can see for idiomotor techniques. And then just go through the steps. And the steps are pretty self-explanatory, and we've gone to painstaking efforts to explain each step and their purpose and the outcome for each of those steps. They are all what we call metaphors, and we use metaphors a lot in hypnosis. Now, we may not consciously understand what they are, but the subconscious does understand the metaphor. Our subconscious mind takes everything literally. So if I asked you under hypnosis, can you tell me your name? You would say yes. But you wouldn't tell me what it is, because you've taken me literally. If I said to you, please tell me your name, then you would be able to tell me what your name was. So remember, under hypnosis, everything you say is taken literally by the subconscious. The subconscious has no sense of humour, although the conscious mind may chip in here and may smile if you say something funny, but please try to leave it out. Keep all of your metaphors and all of your ego strengthening in the now. Now, ego strengthening, as we've already explained, is basically just allowing somebody to have some self-esteem under hypnosis. So we're giving them the suggestions that they're just totally awesome, that they're wonderful, that they've achieved far more than they can remember, that maybe they've forgotten about their successes, like tying their shoelace. There once was a time when they couldn't tie their shoes. Like feeding themselves for the first time. There once was a time they couldn't do that. That's another success. Starting school, dressing themselves. We have so many successes in our lives that we just have forgotten about. So under hypnosis, we just remind people about all of their successes and about how wonderful they are, exactly as they are. forgotten that too. So as a hypnotherapist, our job is to remind people of how awesome they truly are and get them back to a place of love. So if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Bye for now. With love.